Welcome everyone to another Star Wars The Old Republic video, and in this video we will be going through the Discord Cartel Pack, which is the new Cartel Pack set to be released on Tuesday. And this is going to be going through the data mined items, so just the images of what's going to be coming in the Cartel Pack. There are some really nice stuff, so stay tuned. I'll go through it rather quickly, only because the data mining is really late. We're getting the Cartel Pack in a day anyway. Or in 2 days, and of course I'll be doing a pack opening then anyway. So we'll go through these items quickly. There are some really nice stuff to highlight here. We'll start with the Battlefield Technician's Armor Set. I'm assuming this one is probably going to be gold rarity. I think it actually has some pretty nifty stuff to it. The helmet itself has a really nice structure and frame. The only thing I really dislike about it is the visor isn't there. Normally you would have some sort of black, sort of a non-see-through visor, which is what the traditional trooper helmet looks like. This one is actually see-through. So I guess that's what makes it different. The other thing is it seems to have some sort of laser sticking out the side. Now this would probably operate very similar to the Relentless Hunter armor set, which is a helmet where when you activate your weapon, a laser actually comes shooting out of your helmet and moves around. It's a really neat effect. The only issue with the Relentless Hunter helmet is the actual design of the helmet is so ugly, no one ever seems to really use it. This one has a much nicer design to the helmet. So overall, not bad. The upper body armor has some really cool technological stuff going on your shoulder pad. I can never really tell, probably looks like some sort of mini computer. But all in all, I'm not too disappointed with that one. The second armor set is a lot nicer though. It's the Esni Fanatics armor set. Now this one is based off of the second operation boss, and of course we had the Tythian Disciples armor set first. So it seems to be a theme here where in some sort of future Cartel Pack we're going to see the Iokath operation bosses. We're going to have some sort of armor set that's inspired by them. And I'm actually looking forward to the Not one because the last boss looks absolutely awesome. To see an armor set inspired from that boss would be really cool. But this one is nonetheless a really decent looking armor set. Definitely a lot nicer than the Tythian Disciple, only because I see a lot more people using that helmet and upper body armor. The upper body armor specifically, I can see a kind of range of classes looking to use that one. It looks good on a Jedi, would probably look pretty good on an operative. The helmet itself is a little bit more specific, but very unique. That helmet is something that just looks absolutely beautiful. So very nice armor set. Once again, most likely going to be gold rarity. Going on into the other two armor sets we have from the Cartel Pack, these are probably going to be silver. We have the Guerrilla Tactician's armor set. Now this one I'm not too crazy about. It looks like one of those kind of really generic, just silver armor sets. Nothing too special. I'm not fond of the helmet too much. The upper body armor is just kind of plain looking. So it's a decent armor set, but nothing too special there. The other one is the Nomadic Gunslinger's armor set. Now this one sticks out a lot more. We have the really cool looking helmet. Kind of like a knockoff version of the Expert Outlaw, but not really. The Expert Outlaw is a lot more finessed and it has some really nice kind of wrinkles on the cloth and stuff. This one seems a lot more metallic, kind of similar to Darth Malik's jaw casing. The upper body armor and the gloves and everything kind of just look generic to me. Nothing sticks out too much, but of course it's very much geared towards kind of operatives and gunslingers and scoundrels, those types of characters, I think. So the gold armor sets are good, the silver armor sets I think need a little bit more work. Now we actually have two other armor sets that will be coming as direct sales. We have the Ardent Oracle's armor set firstly. This is of course going off of a really old PvP or PvE armor set. We know BioWare is now bringing those back in the form of direct sales. The Calculated Mercenary was a very popular one that they just released. So this one is very similar to that. It's got the Revenite helmet, which is just a very nice helmet. The upper body armor, I was never too fond of it when it was first released. I still think I have it on one of my characters. I never really use it. So I'm not fond of that, but the helmet is definitely very nice. The pants look absolutely awesome, and the gloves have their own kind of unique style to it as well. What's perhaps more popular and sought after by the community is going to be the Chaotic Force Masters armor set. I've seen a lot of buzz on this from the community, especially on Reddit and stuff. People are really looking forward to the return of this armor set, and it is coming, guys. It's going to be a gold rarity armor set, probably to release in the future in the next few weeks. This is going off of really old PvP/PvE armor. I think this was way back when the game was first introduced. I haven't done proper research on it. It's kind of just from way back, and it's a really nice armor set. The belt is kind of the same as what we got with the Shadow Disciple, but what really sticks out are the gloves and the helmet. The helmet looks absolutely beautiful. This is also very similar to some other armor sets we have in game. We have the Ceremonial Mystic and the Amended Mystic. You can definitely see a lot of similarities with those, but this has its own kind of style and flair to it. So I'd probably get it just for the mask, or I'd see if maybe I could get the mask off the GTN for a good price. But everything else just looks really nice as well. So if you're excited for that and you've been looking forward for that to return, it is going to be coming as a direct sale. Alright, so we'll move on to the weapons now. We have two weapon set, it looks like. We have the Firestorm HZ77 lightsaber. Very nice looking lightsaber. I think they've been really nailing the lightsaber hilts recently. The Gorilla one we got was really good. The one before that was really good. This one's looking really good. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the lightsabers that have been released. The dual sabers, just, you know, the lightsaber, but double of them. So I've never been too much of a fan of dual sabers, so I'll move on. We have the Firestorm HD77 blaster, and then we also have a HZ76 blaster. So they're both very similar, just one has a longer barrel. And the design of the blaster itself is very similar to Han Solo's blaster from the trilogy. I think Han Solo's blaster just had a few more modifications to it. So it's very similar, looks very nice. I see this being a very popular blaster. So that's just all in all awesome. I'm surprised because normally I actually don't like Bioware's weapon designs, but these ones are pretty good. Then we have the blaster rifle version and the sniper rifle version. So yeah, I think they're decent looking weapons. Moving on, we have the Psifas Agony blaster rifle. This one I think is going to be the platinum rarity item. Of course, if it has anything to do with the boss, it's usually platinum rarity. We have the Tythian pikes, the Nod blaster and sniper, and now we have Psifas Agony blaster rifle. So just logically speaking, it's most likely going to be platinum. I have been wrong in the past. I thought Beskad was going to be platinum. That turned out to be silver rarity. So maybe this one, who knows, maybe we'll get a surprise, but probably not. It's a very nice looking blaster rifle. Got a lot of fancy stuff going on. You have the green laser sticking out the side. It looks like a sort of hybrid between a single-handed crossbow and a blaster. And it looks very small, like it would be used by like a mercenary or something, but it is actually a blaster rifle. So this is the one that's going to be used by operatives and vanguards and stuff. All in all, really, really decent weapons, I think. I'm definitely excited to see those and how they look in game, but just from the pictures, they look awesome. Going on to the mounts now. The mounts are funny. We have the Ivory Cheldu. I'm not quite sure what to think about this one. I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't have many thoughts. I think it looks just too weird to ever really use. Not sure where this animal is from. I don't think we've ever seen this in game. I've searched the name up on Google. It doesn't show up in any sort of SWTOR lore. So this seems to be something that just came from the mind of one of the people on the Cartel Market team. On the Cartel Market team. And yeah, not quite sure what to think about it. I don't think it's particularly nice though. We have the KDY Mark L maintenance lift with a flourish. So this is kind of going off one of those really, like, you know, the Vectron Vertica, the Zakul Deus, like it's going off of one of those platform mounts. So I think those actually turn out to be pretty popular. A lot of people, because it's very unique, like a lot of people, you know, like mounts where they're actually standing on it, it's a platform and stuff. And this one has a flourish associated with it. So I'm actually pretty happy with this one. It's most likely going to be gold rarity as well. The other mount here is the M4B Arrowhead. This one's a straight up reskin of, I think this has been reskinned twice, I think, in the past. So this one's most likely going to be silver, and it's not a particularly nice mount at all. I mean, if you like really long mounts, maybe you'll like this one. I think it has a flourish too, but just I'm not digging that one. And then we have the Sierra Grigna. So this is another kind of new beast mount that I've never seen before in game, and I also don't think it exists in SWTOR lore yet. I mean, I've searched it up, no images really come up of this. It's a really weird looking beast, but I actually really like the design. I love the huge horn. It looks like basically a rock on its head. I like the rocks and scales on the side. The claws are cool. It's a pretty decent beast mount, and it's probably going to be massive. It doesn't look very big in the picture, but it's probably going to actually be massive in game, so that's awesome. So far, so good, guys. It's not a terrible looking cartel pack. We have, of course, the crappy crystal, the advanced ocean blue color crystal. I long for the day when we'll see a decent looking color crystal come back into the game. Like something to do with a black color, like pure black, black and something. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to think about this ocean blue color crystal. It just looks off, doesn't it? Like, it looks weird. I don't know. I don't see any lightsaber using that. We have, of course, the droid companion. This one is the DR3D, which is obviously kind of meant to look like Dread, and it's based off of the Dreadmaster design of one of the robots during the operation. It's one of the very few companions that dual wields a weapon, and this one dual wields vibra swords. So it's one of the first, I think, that will actually dual wield the Vibra Sword. So very cool. The Vibra Swords themselves look really nice. That's actually what I think appeals most to me from that companion. Just a general design of the droid is really nice as well. So I give that a pass. It's really nice. We have a new emote called Salsa. So it's just going to be the Salsa dance. We have the Arctic Nexu pet, which is just kind of a reskin of a few pets we already have in game, so nothing too exciting there. The other pet we have is the Model Gaming Balloon, which is just one of those Tatooine balloons, but with a really weird color scheme. And then we have another toy. This is called the Hutball Punt. And so this basically is just where, it's a regen, right? So you're gonna regain your health as you, I don't know, I guess fail to punt a ball. It's gonna be pretty cool. I think they do pretty well with those toys. And then one of the most exciting items from this pack, at least for me guys, is the Sign of Mandalore Flare. Now flares themselves, usually they're geared towards a certain class. So we have like the Havoc Squad flare, which is obviously meant for troopers. I think the Corrupted Command flare is very much meant for Sith Inquisitors or Sith Warriors. Now this is of course meant for bounty hunters. And I'm really excited for this one because I do have a character who I dedicate solely to being a bounty hunter. And so this is going to look awesome on him. The flare itself looks so elegantly designed. I think it's going to look absolutely awesome in game, so I'm really excited for that one. I know a lot of people also, I was reading the comments on this, are very excited for that flare as well. So expect that to be, I think, a very popular item. And then of course we have two new dies. Alright, going on to decorations, this is the last thing from the video. We have some pretty cool decorations. A lot of them have to do with the starter planets for some reason. So we have the Adolescent Thranta skull. This one looks like a pretty big decoration. And then we have the Hutta placard and the Korriban placard. So these are just two placards from the planets, and you're just gonna put them up, hang them up for whatever reason. We have the makeshift Hoth heater. Once again, looks like a very big decoration. We have the Ord Mantell placard, and of course the Tython placard. So all the starter planets have basically been covered. Not quite sure why we need a placard for them, but whatever. Then we have the Oriconian Crystal Beacon. This one I think looks particularly good. I really love these sort of Sith-themed decorations. I think one of the best decorated planets was Oricon. Like, I really love the atmosphere and the sort of vibe it gave, and so I love it when they put these decorations in the game. Well, another one that's very similar to that is the Sadoween Temple Crystal. Sadoween. It's obviously, I think it's meant to be like Naga Sadao, like his sort of temple crystal. It's just kind of this blackish temple crystal that hangs up on the ceiling, so very cool. And if those decorations weren't dark enough, we have some interrogation / torture decorations. So one of them is the Sith interrogation rack, which is obviously what you strap someone to when you're interrogating him, which basically means you're either force lightning him to get information, or you can use your remote interrogation ceiling mount, which is the other decoration. And basically what it is you put it on the ceiling, and it's one of those droids that are meant to like interrogate you. If you recall from Empire Strikes Back, you know, Han Solo had to undergo some pretty gruesome torture with that weird contraption of all those spikes, not spikes, like needles sticking out. So this is kind of similar to that. It's really cool. I like the theme going on here. And then we have the Toxic Cauldrons. So yeah, decent decorations, looking good. The whole pack itself looks very decent. So I'm excited for the pack opening. There are a lot of nice stuff to get from this one. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video and are excited for the Cartel pack. As always, let me know what you guys think about these items in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in a few days for the pack opening.